what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy. Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news, everyone!
Whoa.
Go ahead, Jake.
The expectation is that LSU is going to promote quarterback coach Joe Sloan and receiver coach Cortez Hankton to co-offensive coordinators, with Sloan as the primary offensive play caller.
Okay.
And that is from 247 Sports.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. They also added that the current hope for LSU seems to be to fill its offensive staff opening with a tight ends coach who ideally has experience as an offensive play caller himself.
Wait, what was the last part?
That they want to fill out their staff maybe with a tight ends coach who also has had play calling duties in his past.
Seems like an oddly specific little addendum to put on there at the end. It feels like they're setting like the runway for a candidate that they already have.
I know a guy
in mind. Mike Denbrock?
Steven Sminger.
Oh.
Tight ends coach,
Slinger.
coordinator.
Yeah,
Slinger.
dude. I mean,
Hey, bring him back.
Hey, Big True, dude. Where you at, Coach?
Should we convince Slinger to come back?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Where you at, Coachy? Come on
He's
now.
probably like, heck no.
I know you got to be sick of just. I mean, how about we don't have you recruit if you don't want to? That's cool. It's cool. You just kick it, drink your crown, chill out. I mean, dude, bro, you think that man suffered as a tight ends coach under Les Miles for years, being the smartest person in the room and just having to sit there and just do his role? Like he would thrive in this situation.
Now I'm going to be sad that doesn't happen, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Now the actual tight ends coach is ruined. Whoever that ends up being.
Sorry.
You're not Steven Sminger.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sloan primary play caller, and then no passing game, run game coordinator breakdowns. Just co-OC is going to be putting the game plan together. I mean, look, that is the exact setup they had for the bowl game, and that went very well. Small sample size, yes, but that makes sense. It's kind of what we expected. Hopefully, it keeps both guys happy. Should come with raises for both guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hankton was already making a lot. I think you probably pay him the same to make sure that you keep up, because you really want to hold on to Cortez Hankton again. I mean, and Joe Sloan, they seem both like really big risers in the game, and you're not going to be hold on to him forever, but this at least ensures for maybe, next year, hopefully the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, Joe's going to get a big raise. I don't know what he was making this year, but yeah, he's going to get a raise. Certainly if he's going to be the guy who is, at the end of the day, final say, play caller. It just feels like a situation where they'll game plan together. They'll come up with a game plan, and I'm sure Brad Davis will be involved in the run game. And if they want a tight ends coach who's got play calling duties, he'll also be involved in the run game. And Sloan and Hankton come up with a pass game, and then at the end of the day, on 3rd and 11, Joe Sloan calls a play in.
Yeah, makes sense. It's cool. I think so. So the staff now, once we get a tight ends coach, staff will be complete.
Yep.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like they're going to have like just a special teams coordinator. We talked about it. Like, is Olsen going to be that guy? There's a couple guys else on the staff who have ran special teams. That's going to be kind of tag team for the most part. So yeah, after tight end coach, that's it.
So off the top of my head, you have Blake Baker as your DC. You've got Bo Davis as your defensive line coach, more specifically, maybe like more interior defensive line. You got Kevin Peoples, edge rushers and outside linebackers. You have Blake Baker's also your linebacker coach, along with DC inside. You have Jake Olson as your safeties coach, and you got Corey Raymond as your secondary coach. So kind of like a similar situation there, where he'll technically be coaching the whole group, but when they do break out into separate meeting rooms, Olsen with the safeties, Raymond with the cornerbacks, which of course Corey Raymond says. Didn't you put a link in here about all the great DBs Corey Raymond had or something?
Yeah, it was the
Taylor?
top 5.
Yeah, which we can go through. Am I missing anyone on the defensive staff though?
I mean, John Jantic's still on the website.
Really?
And you cleaned house, and the reports were that Jantic was going to stay on. Now, I don't know what that role is going to be.
So Jancic in the mix, we could say. And then offensively, Joe Sloan, OC, play caller, Cortez Hankton, OC, Brad Davis, O-line, Frank Wilson, running backs. And then we just got to hire a tight end. I like that staff.
Yeah.
It's a damn good staff, Bo.
Well, we talked about it.
Damn good staff.
You go
right
look
there,
at the
man.
notes we put in the doc this morning, T-Bob. It was like, why is there so much quietness in the offensive coordinator search? Do they already have their guy? I mean, this is something we expected for a while now.
LSU's been very shrewd, or maybe, I don't know.
And as soon as Tommy Reese went to the Browns as a tight ends coach yesterday, I'm like, oh, that's guaranteeing.
Well, and then not only that, but think about how quickly
I
you
forgot
filled
Tommy
your
Reese was
defensive.
technically out there.
Yeah. Think about how quickly you filled your defensive staff, and then that was it. You didn't hear anything else about it. I mean, you filled that whole staff in a week, and then it just kind of laid under the radar. I mean, this is kind of a move they were probably planning.
Pretty damn good about getting their ducks in a row behind the scenes, and then have not this. I mean, now granted, we kind of did forecast a lot of it, see a lot of it, but they've been pretty good about making sure they've crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's, and then going public with the news. And this would be the latest in that regard. Jesse McCormick says Jancic back to shadow staff. Yeah, I mean, you never know, right?
Well, wasn't he hired last year to help with special teams as well? I mean, that's a guy who could help run your special teams.
Yeah, no, for sure. Bring Zach Mettenberger in on the shadow staff, dude. Bring him home from Tuscaloosa. Get him out of there. Well, I guess he is out of there because he's leaving with the Saban departure. But
I talked to Met at the SEC championship game for a while.
Bring him back home. Come on now. I agree with Jeremy Fryer. What a staff. I think it's great. It's a lot of investment too. A lot of investment. Shout out to Scott Woodward, the boosters, who's ever paying these bills, the administration, because they ain't using money as an excuse. They are all in on trying to make this thing work.
I cannot wait to go out there for the first spring practice and just see the dynamic of this coaching staff. I can't wait to see Bo Davis back in action. Bo Diddley going to get after you a little bit. Yeah, and has a great coaching style.
Yeah, we played the video. And it's funny, Brad Davis has a similar
You
style
played the video.
as well.
I lived the video.
Yeah.
When he was on the strength staff. I mean, he didn't hold back then. It's one of the great things about him. Like, he's always had that big personality to kind of take over and let you know what he thought.
Lance Richard said, any relationship between Bo and Brad Davis? Never thought about it, but no, I don't think like familial. But that is funny. You got Bo and Brad. Bo and Brad Davis going up against each other on the line every day, and they both are pretty intense guys. Like Brad Davis coaches in a similar way. Gulf South, this is why LSU better be no worse than top 10 next year. Maybe you're right, dude.
Well, I think the expectation for LSU, like a 12-team playoff, is the same as all the other schools that we're talking about. Like, for a large, 8 out of 10 years, the bare minimum is going to be to make the college football playoff. It's the kind of standard that you've built. It's the kind of standard that you want to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I guess it's yes, you're right. That should be, with all the money you've invested, that should be the expectation. That should be. I guess it's just that there are other hot teams right now. But you are too. You got a good news cycle right now, dude. Like, if I'm the LSU collective, now's the time to kind of get out there and start to, I think, try to fundraise amongst the grassroots, the people, because people are happy right now. A lot of positive news pieces coming out for the Tigers over the last couple of weeks for sure. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.